and we're going to go ahead and get started. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone who has came on the show today. Really appreciate it. As always, we know there's a lot of things you could be doing at 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, but I'm excited you're here because I love this topic. When it comes to me and my coaching clients and presentations I do, this is one of my favorite subjects because this is a subject database that so few people take part in. So few people take the time to build. And the database is that one tool, and I'll say it a little bit later, that is the gift that just keeps on giving. And why more people don't take the time to build it is, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick. And we had a couple guests on. And before we get started, if you're new to More and More, please do me a favor. Go to moreandmorenetwork.com. It's a free platform for you to sign up. I'm one of the coaches. We do these meetings every first, second, and third Wednesday of the month. And it's a great way for us just to share information and give information and present information on a myriad of subjects. We have some tremendous coaches, and we're looking for more coaches. So if you have the need to want to coach and you have a skill set that we believe we can use, we would love to have you be a part of our Coaches Corner. I'm going to invite one of my colleagues, Dr. Martin Kettlehut, to come on now. He does coaching on the second Wednesday of every month. And so his seminar, his workshop is next week, next Wednesday, November the 9th. So Dr. Martin, welcome, sir. Spend a couple of minutes talking about your seminar next week.
Thank you, David. I appreciate the introduction, and I always appreciate your workshops too. I know that if somebody follows your teachings and consistently, they will be successful in this industry. And
Yes,
it's really good to have that solid basis for success that you provide us all. Thank you. What I'm going to talk about next week is sort of a Thanksgiving theme. The title of the workshop is Attitude of Gratitude. And
right.
This I'm going to be focused in this workshop on the
volume on this thing. Just trying to join into David's
Okay, I muted him. Go ahead.
We good?
We're good.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to tie this workshop next week to the practical effects, the practical impact that it has to practice gratitude. Right? It's not just a nice thing. It turns out scientists have sat down and studied people who do practice gratitude regularly. And I don't just mean saying thank you when somebody holds the door, but like following up with clients to thank them for their business, or holding client appreciation events, or taking time every day to be in prayer. These sort of regular practices in your business, they impact three things scientists tell us: health, peace of mind, and effectiveness with people. That's the main one we want to look at, because if you follow the 7 steps that I'm going to give you to practicing gratitude in your business, you will have more clients, you will have more conversions, and you will have more referrals. So that's where we're headed. Thanks.
Appreciate. I'm a huge fan of Dr. Martin Kettlehut. I've learned so much. We've been together probably just a little bit over a year doing Coach's Corner, and I've learned so much. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's worth the price of admission, which is free. And even if it cost, it would have been worth it. I'm just telling you, book your calendar right now. Put something in your calendar to give you a notification. Go to More and More, sign up for free, and just sign up for his workshop. We'll give you notifications. but it's going to be worth it. I promise you. You guys know I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is, because that's the only way I know how to do things, from the heart, honestly. And when I tell you Dr. Martin Kettlehut is brilliant at what he does, I'm here to tell you he's brilliant at what he does. I'm going to introduce Saeed later. Saeed is the founder of More and More. It is his brainchild, and he's the one that's brought all of us together. And so I'll give him time towards the end. It is 12:07. I'm going to go ahead and get started because I have a lot of information to cover. Like I said, I love this topic. It's one of my faves. And I think it's the one topic that when I talk to all my top producing clients, all my coaching clients, I'm always on them. Are you building? Are you purging? Are you adding to your database? But more importantly than that, are you in touch with your database? So here it is, database update for the holidays, building a multi-million-dollar machine featuring me, myself, David Plummer III. The surest way to build a consistent pipeline of transactions and referrals is with your database. It is the #1 system for longevity in the real estate business. If you build it, you will get lots of business. Now, I say that because I'm in the real estate business, but this is for any salesperson. I don't care if you're a lender, if you're a transaction coordinator, if you're a pharmaceutical salesperson, a car salesperson, it doesn't matter. Everybody should have a database where they can stay in touch, stay top of mind with their clients. Why is it so important to have a working database, a CRM? It's easy. It will be the difference between being in real estate for less than 2 years or 20 years of earning a 6 or 7-figure income. The real estate business is a referral business, and any strategy that helps real estate professionals stay in touch with their clients, old and new, creates the conditions for success. So are you all over the place with your to-do list, your tasks, where's your emails? Did you know the biggest complaint our customers say about us is we do a poor job of staying in touch with them? And I'm as guilty as anybody, right? I'm as guilty as anybody. We do a poor job of staying in touch with our database, with our past clients, with our family and friends. We must not only create the conditions for communications, but have the tools that satisfy and cause our clients to recommend us. I mean, we're in the referral business. We're in the prospecting business, the marketing business, the people business, but more important, the referral business. You all know the feeling of sitting at your office or sitting in your car somewhere, and then someone calls you and say, hey, I was referred by so-and-so, and I'm thinking about selling my house, or I need to get a real estate loan. It's a tremendous feeling when your clients refer you because of a job you did, a job well done, or because they know you to be the professional that you are. Successful real estate professionals understand that the business of real estate is the business of people. In other words, the referral business. Unfortunately, most realtors are lost in a mountain of data and don't know how to use the tools or organization that actually produces results. Remember, it is our job to stay in touch with our clients, past and current, not theirs. You can't get upset when a friend of yours or a colleague of yours, not a colleague, but a family member of yours buys a house, does a loan, sells a house, and they didn't call you when you haven't talked to them in 2 years. Well, they knew I was in the business. Yeah, but they forgot. It happens all the time. People forget all the time that you're in the real estate business. That's why it's so important for you to stay top of mind, for you to do the things that you're supposed to do with this business. Building a database is for any sales professional in any industry, period. Unless you're a marketing machine like McDonald's never calls you, McDonald's never knocks on your door, they never send you an email, right? But they are a marketing machine. They spend millions, if not billions of dollars doing what? Marketing their products, billboards, bench ads, radio commercials, television commercials, social media posts. So McDonald's doesn't build a database. They just market like nobody's business. But us, we have to prospect to build a database because we don't have McDonald's income or expenses to do what they do. Biggest challenge for salespeople everywhere is staying in touch with their clientele. It's amazing that NAR, National Association of Realtors, said that over 80% of its realtors do not have a working database. Think about that. 80% don't have a working database. So I put down here 13 reasons for building a multi-million-dollar real estate marketing database. I'm gonna define it first. Database, contact relation management software, a comprehensive collection of important names organized for your convenience and immediate access, generally stored in a computer. See, I don't want people saying that, oh, it's on my cell phone. No. That doesn't cut it. Organized, generally stored in a computer. So here we go. 13. I actually had 25, but because of time, I basically just put it down to these 13. Number one, your database is your golden goose that keeps on giving you business. If for no other reason, that's why you should have a database. We're in a shifting market right now. It's going back to a normal market. It's not going to be as easy as it's been the last 2 to 3 years with the pandemic and lots of money and low interest rates. And no, it's going back to a normal market where professionals have to now use their skill set, right? They have to use their skill set to find clients. And so the database is the golden goose. Number two, other than yourself, your database is your greatest asset. It's the greatest tool you have. Obviously, you are more important than your database, but that database is number two. Number three, if you don't own a database, you will never reach or earn your full income potential. I don't know about you, but I want to see what I'm worth. I want to see how much money can I generate, right? That's what I want. And so I have a database. I've had a database for a bunch of years, a whole ton of years. Maybe that's why I've been in the game for 37 years, because I've had a database and I have clients. And some of you found out about this workshop today because of the emails that I send out on every Wednesday morning. It goes out at 6 in the morning. We'll talk about that. Number four, your database makes you more efficient and effective. It speaks for itself. Number five, your database is the most important tool in your arsenal to your long-term success and income. There's nothing more important than have a database. It's imperative that you have a database, management software to store your clients. If you don't have a working database, you're not totally in real estate. A lot of people don't like to hear that. I got clients who do awfully well in this business who don't have a database. And I'm always asking them, how much money do you think you lose on a yearly basis by not having a database, right? And most people, they don't know. I put down here number 7, less than 20% of real estate professionals have a working database. There are a lot of people who have a database, but they haven't been in that database. They haven't opened that database in months. Hopefully I'm going to convince you today that you need to work in that database. You need to invest an hour a day in that database. Man, it's going to give you 5 or 10, maybe 15 extra deals next year, depending on how big your database is. Right, number 8, the bigger your database, the more money you earn, the longer your real estate career will last. I have a client, some of you know him, I'm not gonna mention his name. You've heard from him if you've been with me for a while. He has 13,000 names in his database. And last year, he made $3.5 million in real estate. This year, he's already on pace to do another 3 to 3.5 million. Why? 13,000 names in his database. I know what you're thinking. How does a person input 13 names in a database? Over time. I'm not asking you to do this right now. Over time. Number 9, everyone in your database knows someone who is planning to do something in real estate, sell, buy, lease, or get a real estate loan. Everybody knows at least one person who's planning on doing something. Number 10, no one has your database. It is unique to you. See, I work for a title company, California Best Title, and you can call me and order a farm package, and I'm going to give you whatever you ask for. But you know what? Another person could call another title company and get the same information. Or you could buy leads, but that company you're buying these leads from is giving that leads to everybody else. But a database is unique to you. Yeah, some people have some of the names in your database, but they don't have the 500 people you have. And someone once told me, the harder a list is to get, the more money you make from it. This is your unique list. Number 11, your database manages all your details and tasks without you having to remember everything. I love building campaigns, right? Number 12, your database stores and reminds you of all the information and when and why it's important. And finally, I put them in number 13. You will be able to sell your database when you quit or retire from the business. Compensation will be a one-time payment or a percentage of commission earned. When you decide to call it quit, I'm done with real estate, I'm not selling anymore, but I got 1,001 names of these people who love me, like me, respect me, trust me because of what I've done for them in the past. I can sell this for $100,000 to somebody and then introduce them as the realtor of choice. Again, that's the 13 reasons why you should build a database. So here we go. This is a workshop. So I'm going to give you homework to do, but I'm not going to hold you accountable for it unless you're a coaching client. But I'm going to give you why and where and how. I'm going to give you all that information today because I want to see you be successful. You've taken the time to come on here with me, and I really appreciate that. More and More Network appreciates that. Again, if you're not a member of More and More, please, it's free to sign up. Go sign up, moreandmorenetwork.com. I have a group called the Real Estate Show, or Talking Real Estate, and sign up for my show. I put tips in there. I put articles in there. We have other tremendous coaches. Like I said, Dr. Martin Kellerhut, my main man, Dr. Mike Rasika just came on, and he's brilliant at what he does. And I'll have him talk a little bit later about what he's all about. And you're going to want to know what he's all about because he's fantastic at what he does also. So I put here 60-day plan for updating, building, and purging your database and adding 5 to 10 additional deals next year or every year. Again, I put 60 days because today is November the 2nd, and roughly have about 60 days left in the year. So this is what I can do right now during the holiday season. And I really believe this is the best time. This is the best time to add, build, or purge your database. The reason why is the holiday season. It gives you a perfect reason for calling everybody you know to check in on them. Wish them happy Thanksgiving. Wish them happy Veterans Day. Wish them Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year. It's a perfect time to call and stay in touch and let everybody know that you're still in the business. So here we go. I put down here, you must commit 1 hour a day. You got 1 hour a day. You got 4 or 5 hours a day where you're just sitting around doing nothing. 1 hour a day. In your database, right? In your database, 1 hour a day. Number 2, you must commit to calling everyone you know. Every single person. Because I said, add, purge, or build. So you may want to eliminate some people, right? Number 3, you must commit to calling a minimum of 5 to 10 people per day, adding, updating, or purging your database. Think about this. I'm going to put the numbers later. I'll leave that for later. 4, if you're building a database for the first time, you must commit to adding 5 to 10 names to your database per day. It's really easy to do. You know what's difficult? Is the discipline of saying, every day I'm going to do this for 1 hour a day. The work is easy. The tough part is saying every day, from 4 to 5, I'm going to get a list of people to call. I'm going to add them to my database. I'm going to get all their updated information, all the pertinent information, stuff like emails and phone numbers, best email, best phone numbers, address of their current address. Are they renting? Are they leasing? Are they buying? Are they homeowners? Are they whatever information you want to gather? And we'll talk about what you need to get a little bit later. I put down here, you must ask this one question though. There's one magic question you need to ask after you've talked to everybody. And if you ask this question, I really believe that you will get a lot more business next year. This one question alone, I believe, will add 5, 10, 15 deals. Everybody you talk to about your database. I don't know if Melvin used this question or not, but I'm gonna use Melvin because I think Melvin's on here. We were in a listing club on Friday, and Melvin, he's been calling his database, and he picked up 3 additional deals last week just by calling his database. You don't think this worked? You're crazy. If you don't make the phone calls, you're crazy, because this is good stuff. Here's the question. Do you have any plans to do anything in real estate next year that I can help you with? And then be quiet and let them answer. It's a simple question. You don't have to say next year. You can say, do you have any plans to do anything in real estate over the next 90 days that I can help you with? That I can help you with, me, David Plummer, not somebody else, that I can help you with. They may say, well, not now. Somebody might say, hey, we're looking to buy in 6 months. We're looking to sell. We're looking to do a loan. We need to lease. Our apartment lease is ending and we need to do something. But you got to ask the question. Hey, by the way, Dr. Martin, do you have any plans to do anything in real estate over the next year that I can help you with? It's a simple question. It's a simple question. But you ask everybody that question. You ask everybody that question. Get in the habit of asking that question. By the way, Mike, do you have any plans to do anything in real estate next year that I can help you with? You think you may be about selling or buying, right? Maybe you need to lease or maybe you need a trust. Anything that I can help you with where I can be.
Hey, Dara, how's it going?
Top of mind with, right? So it's a big question. So here we go. So, okay, who's not muted?
Sal. Sal's
please
not
mute.
muted.
Please mute. I'm trying to get people to mute. Okay, I think
Okay.
everyone's muted now. 6 keys to building your multi-million-dollar database during the holidays. Number 1, if you don't already have a database, finding the right database, right? There are over 1,000 choices out there. They range from free to $1,500 or more a month.
I talked to Zoe. I mean, off the top
Okay,
of my
who is
head,
not?
right.
Everybody should mute. Everybody
That's
should
Sal.
That's who?
S-A-L.
Who is it?
Sal.
Sal Salinas.
Sal Salinas. Spencer's
Sal.
not muted either, but he's not talking.
Okay, let me find Sal here. I don't see Sal. I'll find him. Where is he?
Do you have a co-host?
No, we gotta do this. I've never had the problem before.
Make me a co-host, coach.
I'll make you a co-host right now, Saeed. We'll do that right now. Actually, I'll make you a host. There you go. You're the host. There you go. You're the hostess with the mostest. Okay, I just found Sal. So go ahead and delete Sal. I mean, not delete Sal, but go ahead. I don't want to delete Sal. I just want to put him on. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta delete Sal.
Yeah. Maybe so. Huh, Spence? Go ahead now.
You break the rules, you're out of here.
All right, so go ahead and mute Sal, Saeed, because he's still not muted. Okay, thank you. All right, 6 keys to building a multi-million-dollar database during the holidays. Finding the right database. And so I put there's 1,000 choices out there, and they range from free to 1,500. So what's the right one? I always say the right one is the one that you're going to use. That's the right one. If you're not going to use it, it's not the right one for you. There are easy ones. There are ones that are okay. There are very difficult ones. Find the one that you're going to work in. Because this thing, over a 5, 10, 15, 20-year period of time, this database could be worth $1 million in commissions. Now, I put down, here's a list of about 10. Now, we have one at More and More Real Geeks more and more partner. We have discount pricing. It's an outstanding database. On its own, it's about $250 a month, maybe $300, I'm not sure. But we have a very low discount price at More and More. If you're interested in taking a look at Real Geeks, it is phenomenal. Others are Realia, I like More Souls, Realty Juggler, Lion Desk, Top Producer. Top Producer is like the granddaddy of them all. Top Producer has been around umpteen thousands of years, right? And I remember when I first got in this business 38 years ago, Top Producer was the big one, was the one that, you know, everybody used. It was back then, it was a one-time fee of like $1,200. And people are like, $1,200? But you know what? It made a lot of people a lot of money. Wise Agents, Exact Contact, Follow a Boss, and Billion. So you can go to any of these. They all have free trials. They all have incredible YouTube videos to explain how to use them. If I'm a brand new agent and I'm just starting off, I always send people to Realty Juggler because it's a really simple, little elegant way to get started. Top Producers, Real Geeks, these are the Rolls Royces of the industry. But you really know what you need. You really need to know what you're doing if you're using them. So again, finding the right database is so very important. Number two, most people like to do a data dump. You see in red, I said keynote. Please don't do a data dump. This tool is so important. You need your undivided attention. Make a list of all your groups, categories, and target markets. You will have a master list, but you need to break down your database in different groups. Everybody's different, right? I have my family. I have a group for my family. I got all kind of realtors and lenders and escrows and TCs. I have all these different groups because everybody's different. I may have information from my lenders that I don't need everybody else to see. So I can just pull up my lender group, send them whatever I need to send them, and not worry about sending out 8,000 emails to people when I only want to target 100 lenders. So again, it's important. That's why I say we don't want to do a data dump. So one of the first things you should do is build your groups or your categories. And I put down here a few. I got family, friends, neighbors, church members, ex-coworkers, past clients, prospects, suspects, sellers, buyers, investors, renters, vendors, agents, team members, geographic farm area, homeowners, open house attendees, current clients, open escrows, income levels, probate attorneys, insurance, niche. I mean, you can build any kind of target group or category you want. And it's important. I had a client, I taught Louis for years, Louis, build your database. And I'll get to it. And then he got this really good property that was an investor's delight. And he said, I got to let all my investors know. You know what he did? He picked up the cell phone and was looking for each investor, trying to find them. And I told him, I said, hey, man, let me just tell you, had you had a database with investors, all you would have had to do was pull up that category and send it in. You know, send them whatever you want to send them. In turn, you're on your cell phone trying to find everybody. So having groups is important. You may have a group of probate attorneys, right? All these probate attorneys that you want to work with, right? Again, so it's important that you build this first. Then samples of your geographic farm. I'm a big farmer. I teach farming. I think it's huge, especially if you don't know a lot of people. If you don't know a lot of people, maybe you're new to California or new to LA County or Southern California, whatever, you don't know a lot of people, the fastest way to meet people is in the geographic farm. You can pick a farm area of 2,000-3,000 home members, go out there knocking doors, making phone calls, doing open houses, putting signs in the front yard, just listen, there's a bunch of ways. And so you know what, you can have your own separate farm geographic farm, single family, condos, townhomes, 2 to 4 units, owner occupied, absentee owners, lease, 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. The list goes on what you can do with this database. You may have somebody who's looking for a swimming pool in your area so you can have homes with swimming pools. So you don't have to send a letter or a postcard to everybody. You can send it to target it to people with swimming pools. You may have somebody who wants 4 bedrooms, 3,000 square feet. You can target within your farm area people who have 4 bedrooms, 3,000 square feet. You know what? I know this sounds like a lot of work, but if it took you, I don't know, let's say a year or two to build this database, but it gave you hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, would it have been worth it? The answer is yes. So then I put here, start entering names. Keynote, please do not do a data dump. I said it twice. This tool is so important. It needs your undivided attention. I put down here, take an hour a day and enter 8 to 12 names per day. All the information. It is important to growing your business, to maintaining a business, to having a business. So here it is. 1 month, if you go 8, 10 names a day, that's 300 names. You're on your way to a multi-million-dollar database with 300 names. Over a 3-month period of time or 90 days, you're at 600 to 1,000 names. Now, I know what some of you saying, I don't even know 600 people. I don't even know 1,000 people. That means we're not marketing and prospecting enough. That means we need to get out there and do more. We need to talk to, I call it TTP, talk to more people, right? Talk to people, and if that doesn't work, it's TTMP, talk to more people. We're in the people business. Remember that. We're not in the real estate business. That's the tool, that's the vehicle we use. We're in the people business. The more people we talk to, the more people we have conversations with, the more money we make. I was on a webinar early this morning at 8 o'clock, and the guy who was doing the training was saying the biggest problem most real estate agents have, they don't talk to enough people. He said, you talk to the average person, oh, they talk to 4, 5, 6 people a day, and then they do it for a month and they don't get anything. And the first thing they say is, this doesn't work. I'm not calling anymore. I'm not doing this because it doesn't work. He's saying that all his top people are having 35, 40, 50 conversations a day, right? Think about that. How many conversations are you having? In order to build this up, you need lots of conversations. I merely said 8 to 12. Most of you know me know I have 35. My goal is always 35 conversations per day. I don't hit that number all the time, but I hit it a lot. Sometimes I'll have 20 or 25. Very seldom am I under 20 to 25 conversations a day. Why? I'm in the people business. I'm trying to find new clients. I'm talking to past clients. I'm talking to future clients. I'm in the people business. You're in the people business. We have to talk to more people every day. We're just not talking to enough people. We're just not top of mind. And 1 year goal be 2,500 names. Remember, 8 to 12% of your database will do or know someone who will do something in real estate, sell, buy, invest, lease, or get a real estate loan. 8 to 12% will do something in real estate. Let's imagine this. You got 500 names in your database and 8 to 12%. You know what that is? That's 40 to 60 people who are going to do something in real estate that if you stay top of mind with them and you do what you're supposed to do with them, excuse me, they will call you. You know what that is? That's 3 to 5 people calling you because they need to do something. Here's what you need to know. The national average in 2021 was 14.2% of individuals doing something in real estate nationwide. They need to rent, they need to lease, they need to sell, they need to buy, they need a real estate loan. You know, they want to buy investment property. They want to relocate. They want to downsize. They want to upsize. They want to move out of their condo and move to a regular house. They want to move to another community. 14.2% of people. Now, mind you, that might be a little high because of the pandemic. You know, people were moving around and then they were going all over the place. But I expect that number to still be somewhere in the 12 to 13% range for 2022, and more importantly, for 2023. So if that many people are doing something, would it, again, I encourage you to build your database. Because all you're doing is you're building an opportunity, you're building what I like to call future market share. These are people who are going to do something, and they're going to do it with you because you're the one staying in touch with them. Number 4, start building specific campaigns for your database. You should have a minimum of 2 campaigns for attacking your database. You should have a minimum of 3 to 5 methods. And what is a method? The method is, how am I going to contact everyone in my database? I gave you a quick list here. Cash calling. Some people call it cold calling. Some people call it phoning. Some people call it, I call it cash calling, because every time I pick up the phone and I'm calling a potential client, it's about me earning some income and doing something for them. So I like the term cash calling. You'll hear me say cash calling. You won't hear me say cold calling, because that's just so frigid. You know, I just don't like the term. I like cash calling. Texting, emailing, slide broadcast. That's a ringless voicemail, if you don't know what slide broadcasting is. Social media, mailers, send out cards. That's a source that you can send out all kind of cards for a very small amount of money. I'm going to show you a marketing plan for doing this kind of stuff in a little bit. All right, so we talked about building campaigns. So here we go. Start building your campaigns. How many touches for each contact? I got up here 12, 24, 36, 52. So right now I'm doing an email campaign. My email goes out every Wednesday morning. All of you guys should be on it. It goes out at 6 a.m. Please look at it. It's a ton of information, just some really good stuff. So that's my 52 drips once a week, right? But the 12 is once a month. You might want to, on the 5th of the month, you want to drop a newsletter to everybody in your database. I don't think that's enough to get top of mind, but it's a start. I put 24 drips, 2 touches per month. 1st to the 15th of the month, it could be the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month. I'm sending out a just listed, and I'm sending out some kind of I'm sending out a newsletter and some type of just listed, just sold postcard or flyer to my database. And it can all be done on the email, right? 36 drips, that's 3 times a month. I put on here on the 1st, the 10th, and the 20th of the month, I'm gonna send something, a newsletter, hot property, financial, or some kind of news, real estate news information. Again, I just wanna be top of mind. I got a really good friend, Ricky Caruth out of Alabama. Ricky's got over 13,000 people in his database. And he sends out, for the last 9 years, 2013 or 2011, I don't know, I think it was 2013 when he started. Every Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it's every Wednesday, he sends out a newsletter to these 13,000. Over the last, say 5 or 6 years, Ricky has averaged between 100 and 150 transactions. I'm just saying, I know this stuff works. That's why I'm so passionate and adamant about getting the information out there and helping you to establish your database. Hopefully the information has been beneficial to you, but again, I need you to understand how important this is. And then I put a 52 drip campaign. That's once a week, every Thursday or Friday, consistency, newsletter, information piece, real estate information, houses, whatever you want to send something every week. And so what Ricky said was, of the 13,000 people he sends his email to, 3,000 to 4,000 open his email every week. That's a tremendous hit. Now, can you imagine combining an email with a text, with a phone call? You're gonna be top of mind all day, every day. Again, remember, this is so important. You need to invest at least an hour a day. We all have an hour a day. You can just say, hey, I'm gonna start my day in my database. From 8 to 9, I'm gonna be in my database. I'm gonna start my database right after lunch. So from 1 to 2, I'm gonna be in my database. This is one of those things, like next month, I'm doing my workshop. I forgot what day it is. I think it is December 7th, on creating a perfect real estate day. What does it look like? Trust me, One of the hours in that perfect day is I'm in my database. All right. Number 6, learn the scripts for contacting and building your database. And this is a quick script. This one's updating your database. It's a 4 to 6 minute call. It could stretch out to 20 or 30 minutes depending on who you're calling. Because you could call somebody you haven't talked to and you want to get some updated information, and you guys start talking about everything. You women start talking about everything. So at some point in time, here it is. Hi, David, this is John Smith with ABC Realtor. How you doing? Small talk. They know who you are. At some point in time, you got to say this is a business call, because that changes automatically the tone of the conversation from how's mom, how's dad, how are the kids, what have you guys been doing, boo, to hey, this is a business call. I'm calling because we are updating our database and want to make sure we had the most up-to-date information, like your email address, your phone numbers, etc. It'll only take a couple minutes. Is that okay? Great. That's the quickness. If they say, yeah, I got a couple minutes, and either you can have a postcard where you can write the information down, or you can be typing it in the database as they're saying it. Great, so I go here. Okay, let's go. Let's see. It looks like we need your best email address. Get that information. Perfect. Phone numbers. Any of that stuff that you want. If you want birthdays, you want anniversaries, you want to know their current address, you get to ask anything because you're updating information. And don't be afraid to ask them for it. The reason this is so important, because I need to be your real estate agent of choice. If you're thinking about doing anything in real estate, you need to do it, right? You need to do it with me. I'm here to take care of you, right? So here we go. Here's the marketing plan. And I'm going to end with this. Here's the marketing plan. Here's the marketing plan I do for everything. All the systems I help my coaching clients to build, we build it out of these 6 things. What's the system? Database. I always put goals. What are my goals with this database? What do I want to accomplish? I think that's a big part that's missing when most people want to do stuff, is they don't identify what the goals are. So I put down here, number 1, create a real estate business stream of income. Number 2, build a database of 2,500 names. Number 3, generate 3 to 5 deals per month. Number 4, add 10 to 15 names per day. Number 5, call 10 to 15 per day to update information. Number 6, input 200 to 300 names per month. Number 7, send out an email blast every Tuesday. Do a ringless voicemail on the first Monday. Collect birthdays and anniversaries. Start receiving business in 30 days or less. Invite everyone to follow me on social media. Text blast on the 3rd Monday, right? So here are the goals. Here are the things I want to do, the things I want to accomplish. Add my geographic farm to my database. Start a relationship marketing campaign. So the next one is methods. How am I going to do all this? I got mailers, cash calls, slide broadcasts, text blasts, social media, email blasts, send out cards. This is how I'm going to stay top of mind with all my clients. Trust me, if you build a database of 2, 3, 4, 5,000 people, you don't have to farm anymore. You don't have to cold call or cash call anymore. You have enough people, and we're constantly growing, to do a lot of business and earn a lot of money. So here's the key. Number 4, the schedule. I put 30 to 45 minutes daily in my database. I already told you it should be an hour. Call 10 to 15 people in my database. Email, ringless voicemail, text. Get first contract signed in 30 days. Send out or call all birthdays and anniversaries on that day. See, that's a forgotten science. Social media has really changed how personally we do stuff now. I tell a story that on my birthday, January 25th, I get like 1 or 2 birthday cards. I may get 4 or 5 phone calls. I'll get 800 people on social media. HB, David, happy birthday. And I trust me, I thank everybody for doing that. but I pay more attention to the people who made the call and who sent me a card. You want to be top of mind? Don't send anything on social media. Send your close family and friends and associates, influencers, a birthday card, an anniversary. You know, go and invest that $2 or $3, $4. Because I remember when I turned 60, my birthday cards, I got 4. They sat on my dining room table for about 6 months till the wife said, "Will you just get rid of these cards now?" But I just appreciated seeing 60, first of all, and the people who sent me the cards. So again, we got to start doing things a little bit differently, stepping out of our comfort zone. So then number 5 says, what's the investment? And here's the investment. What's it going to cost me for my database? What's it going to cost me to text blast 1,000? A foreign package from California Best Title, send out cards, cash card and free, except for time. Slide broadcast, 1,000 for $60 or something like that. Social media is free, 5 minutes. Email blast. Time and money is not a lot, but the return on investment is crazy. And then tracking, accountability. Did I accomplish all my monthly goals? Did I complete my schedule? Did I get a listing? So that's it. That's it. That's in a nutshell. I know it's about 30 minutes. Normally I do this thing in about an hour, but I know we were kind of pressed for time. But if you like any of this information, it will be up on More and More by 2 o'clock today. You can go on More and More, go into my real estate group, and you'll find this information. The YouTube, it's not the YouTube, but the what I'm trying to say. The video will be up in about a week if you want to go back over it and see it. And so with that said, I'm going to stop sharing. And this is kind of my favorite part of the day, where we go and we get feedback of what you learned, what you got out of this. You ask me any questions, but before we do that, I want to go to my main man, Mike Rasica. Mike has got a seminar workshop coming up in November, and I want to give Mike a couple minutes to just really talk about his workshop real quick, like Mike.
Right. So yeah, thank you. Hey, thanks, Dave. How you doing?
I'm good. Mike's out of New Jersey. So, I mean, we get people, coaches from all over the nation. Dr. Kellerhut's out of Colorado. I'm out of Nevada now, and I'm going to give Saeed the floor right after Mike. Go ahead, Michael.
Yes. So I'm actually in North Carolina right now working on one of our properties. And my workshop is going to be using a self-directed IRA. We have been buying properties that are inside my self-directed IRA, outside my self-directed IRA, and it's the best information that no one knows about. Everyone should be planning for their retirement. You know, my kids both have self-directed IRAs. They're 29 and 31. And had I known this information earlier, you know, I started at 47, so I got these kids to sign up. But please join me on that session. I promise you will walk away with some motivation as far as working on your retirement account. Thanks again to More and More Network and Saeed and the coaches, David Plummer and Dr. Martin Kettlehut and Dr. Dames. Got a great group going here in Reza, who just joined us, and really looking forward to growing this thing.
What's that date again?
What's your date?
That's a great question. I believe it's this November 10th.
Okay, so you go on More and More, but I will post it and let you know for sure. All right, I'm gonna let Saeed speak right now.
Cool.
Saeed is the founder, and this is his baby. He birthed this thing,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
This is his thing. So Saeed, just introduce yourself. My hot green tea is now cold green tea, but I'm still gonna drink it. Go.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity to be with you guys. For those of you who know me from the Saturday show, I really miss being with you guys, but I got family obligations. And as most of you know, family does come first, family before work. So but I do miss you guys. I send you my videos every day, every week, and I pass it on to Coach. And I'm sure he's sharing it with you. We do have a new coach on board, Reza. Unfortunately, his audio and video is not working. He's just a listener today, but he will start his workshop on M&M. You mentioned about the Real Geeks. We do have Real Geeks database that also has the capability of originating leads for you. And the cost directly with Real Geeks is about $500 a month for realtors. We offer it for about $100 a month right now. That comes with sponsorship of our lenders and coaches. If you're interested, talk to me about it. I'm so excited to talk about the affiliate program coming up on the 1st of the year. We'll be rolling out an affiliate program that anybody can become an affiliate of M&M, and also we'll do some revenue sharing with them. We'll have more information for you probably in the coming weeks. Again, the coaches that we have currently, Coach Rusika, Coach Kerohat, Coach Plummer, Coach Dames, they all have their public groups on M&M. Be sure to sign up as a member on M&M if you already have not signed up, and join their groups to stay in touch with them. As the good old saying goes, success is not about what you know, it's about who you know, and integrating the two together and applying it to your work on a daily basis. Coach, thank you so much for the opportunity. You're an amazing man. I'm proud to be your friend. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is my favorite part of the show, or even my Saturday show. If you're not coming on our Saturday trainings, I'm gonna have a couple people speak on the Saturday training. But if this is your first time, I got like at least 5 names here. I believe this is your first time coming. And I always want to get feedback from people who come on for the very first time, just to see what they thought and see how I can be a blessing to you or some of others. So I'm gonna start. So if this is your first time, I'm gonna call on you. So Janine, unmute yourself. And the others, don't hang up, because I just want to hear from you. Don't be scared. What did you get out of it today? What'd you think, Mama?
I mean, I'm guilty of not keeping my database up to date. So I'm actually going to call on a friend to assist me with it and offer her a fee just so I can keep it up. Because I'm just honest with myself. But I definitely need to update it. So I appreciate you motivating me today to get on that.
All right, so I'm gonna call you now and make sure that you've done that.
Okay.
I just made a note on my tablet.
Okay.
Right.
Make me accountable.
I'll make you accountable. Michael Foster, what's up, Big Mike? Mike and I go back about 35 years in this business together. We grew up in this business together. I'm so happy that he joined us. What's up, Michael? Please unmute yourself. I hope he can speak. I hope he's not multitasking after that phenomenal introduction I just gave him. Maybe he's multitasking. Spencer B, Mr.
Hey,
Brooks.
I'm here, Dave.
Oh, go ahead, Michael.
How you doing, sir?
I'm well, man. Thank you, sir, for coming on.
Absolutely. Good to see you and the rest. Good job, man. I'm impressed. I like it. I again are another one who has not done well with database, but I've done well regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. I can attest to that. I can definitely attest to that.
Yeah. So
You've
I
been
know
in the game, what, 35 years now? 30?
Oh, no, sir, man. I'm at 44, 45 now.
Oh, man, wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't realize you had been in business that much longer than me.
Yes, sir. Since I was 18, I'm 65 in January. So
I'll be 65 in January. What's your birthday?
20th, January 20th.
And I'll be 65 on January 25th.
Yeah. Social Security.
We have to go out there and have a drink, although I don't drink, but I can drink a Coke or something.
Well, I don't do much drinking either, but so it's cool.
We can go celebrate being 65 together.
Yeah,
That's
Social
awesome.
Security check. Social Security check can afford a drink.
There you go. Thank you, man. Let's stay in touch, Mike, for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. Spencer B.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. This is a great refresher. I only have myself to blame for not keeping my database in order. And I can give you 1,000,001 excuses, but I needed this pep talk. I appreciate you, and I'm gonna definitely implement this in 2023.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep you up too, because like I said, a lot of people, you've done a lot of business, and the question I ask a lot of people, and I don't need to answer, but you can answer to yourself. How much money do you think you've lost by not having a database?
Well, I lost a ton. I
Yeah.
lost a ton. I like landlord more than being a broker or realtor. That's part of the reason. So yeah, I've gone through stages where I burn out real estate. And if I had that database going, I could
You wouldn't burn out.
I could maybe cherry pick who I deal with.
Right, exactly. For sure. Exactly. Thanks, my man, for being on. Miss Reese, Joyce.
Hey there, David. How are you? Great
I'm
class.
well, dear. How are you?
I'm doing great. I feel like everybody else who had their come to Jesus moment and said, I'm not doing my database either. So that's why I hopped on. So great class, great motivation.
Yeah, well, I'll say this. Anybody who needs help, if you don't have a database or you want to build one, and you need that support system, or you need that person to help guide you through, feel free to call me. I'm available. I'll help you. I know how important this tool is. We all know at least 300, 400, 500 people that we could drop in the database and start a campaign to reach out and touch these people to get top of mind. Like I said, we were doing a listing club, which is every Friday, and Melvin had mentioned, again, I'll repeat this, that he's been working on his database for about a couple months now. And last week he got 3 leads off of it. They're going to turn into business very shortly, in a very short period of time, just by calling. There's a lot of people who are confused right now about the real estate market. Where is it going, and what the interest rates and home prices and inflation, and they're really confused, and they need a professional person to talk to about where they are. Is this the time to buy? Is this the time to sell? Is this the time to pull out cash with a refinance, although my interest rate is going to be a little bit higher than most? I mean, these are the conversations, the real conversations the real professionals should have with their people. And this is why I did database, because I want to encourage you to reach out and talk to people. They need to hear from you. They need the information. Miss Nakaya, how are you?
I've been on before, David, but
Yeah,
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I still want to hear from you. I know you've been on it before.
Okay, well, it was great. 2 of my team members were on here as
I know.
well.
I saw Veronica.
And Desiree was on here as well. So yeah, I had my team jump in, and it's definitely something I'm in the transition of actually moving CRNs from Lion Desk. What do you think about Buffini? Their whole system.
Their whole system is a great system.
Okay. I'm thinking about switching over there.
Yeah, tremendous system. It's like anything else, though. It's only a tremendous system if you work it, right? If you use it. So I always tell them, don't invest the money if you're not going to use it, or just try it out. Make the commitment. I used the word commitment a few times today. Make the commitment and just say, hey, you know what? This is going to bring me income, another stream of income. Yeah, we're going to do our business that we generally do, but now we're going to go out there and create another stream of income that's been missing and lacking in the past by talking with our database, by you know what? And it's you know what? It's the easiest call to make. I'd rather pick up the phone and call a past client, someone I know, than pick up the phone and make 100 phone calls into a farm area, right? I'm probably going to get a 2 to 3% response calling into my farm area. But if I call into my database, I'm going to get darn near 100% return. Those numbers work out better.
No, absolutely.
I can make 20 calls and know I'm probably going to have 15 conversations just by calling and talking. That's where I get my 35 conversations a day from. I don't go and make a lot of sales calls anymore. I'd rather talk individually to people. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How's the business? Anything I can do for you? Woo, 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 whatever our talk is, and then move on to the next one. Move on to the next one. And I have serious conversations. Like I said, my goal every day is 35 conversations. It was 25 last year. It moved up to 35 this year. And I'm thinking about trying to touch 50 next year. I'm looking at how that works, and people are saying, how do you have 50 conversations a day? I work 10 or 12 hours a day. That's 3 or 4 or 5 conversations an hour. Can I pick up the phone and reach out and touch 3 or 4 or 5 people an hour? Right? That's what I have to ask myself. Can I do that? Can I reach out and talk to 2, 3, 4 people an hour? Do I have the capability? Do I have the database? Do I have the people to call? Which I do. Right? And maybe I don't have conversations because it went to voicemail, but you know what I get to do? I get to leave a message with them. So again, powerful tool. Sal. Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
Sal, what did you get out of it today?
Hey, David.
Hey, guy. How you
All
doing?
right. Yeah, no, I guess just the push or the refresher to, get into a system and to upload my, my database, which actually I had started to do. So it kind of aligned with what I, am currently doing. So, but this is, I like the additional support to support what I'm already doing. I would like to probably get a little bit more information about like, how to follow up once I have the database uploaded.
Okay.
Or maybe what type of content.
Okay, so do me a favor, reach out to me on More and More Network direct. You can direct message me there and just leave your name and number, or I'll find you in the system somewhere, and I'll reach out to you. Because
all right,
again, I'm telling you, if you do this, it's an easier way to do business. You'll add 5 to 10 transactions a year to your business by reaching out and touching people, having conversations and keeping them updated on information. Gerald Clark. Okay, Gerald, maybe Alton.
I'm here, my man. Let me get
Go,
my
talk to me.
on. All right, yeah, man. You know, it's funny how you talk about this, because we talk about it on a listing club a great deal. And just so, because I just did that, I ended up getting a listing this week from a 4-unit property in Los Angeles. And so it worked out great, just going into a database and realizing my client, who is a friend of mine, didn't realize that I sell real estate. So
wow,
that's my fault. That's my fault.
That's your fault.
So I didn't communicate to them enough that I do real estate. And so, you know, this is somebody I've known for 25, 30 years. And we've done business together, but she forgot that I do real estate. So it wasn't that she didn't know, she actually forgot. But if you're not on top of mind, it's not going to work for folks. If they stay on top, it's going to work. Great deal. So I got a meeting with her tomorrow, and we're going to do a preview on the property again. And you get the 4 units on the market and get it sold. So that worked out really good. It's all just going in your database.
Yeah. Thank you, doctor. Great info, great energy. Appreciate it. Gerald Clark.
Hey, all right. Always, man. We've been working. Everything that you've been putting out there today is what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
You know, for the past few weeks. Matter of fact, it's funny because one of my, I've been putting together my database daily, and one of the clients I had text them, and I had never got a response back. And I got this morning, said, "Oh man, I forgot to hit deliver." So,
oh no,
you know, so he reached out. So we're having a conversation later on today. And just like also he said birthdays, I was one of my real good friends with the clients. We turned into good friends, and he has a birthday coming up. So I've already got his birthday card, put a personal note, gonna send him some movie tickets, but he, his wife and his daughter, real good people, you know, just doing that stuff, man. And so, do it every day, send out a text, the whole 9 yards, man.
Yeah, we've been talking about on the listing club.
Yeah.
You don't know what the listing club is. The listing club, we meet every Friday morning from 8:30 to 10. It's accountability group. There's probably 4 or 5 of us. Let me see. Sarah, John, Melvin, Shar, Daryl, at least 5 or 6 of us here who are on the Alton, who are on the listing club, and we come together and we share information, we hold each other accountable. I'm the overseer, the coach of the program. And you know, so these guys have been, and ladies have been supporting this concept, and they're doing great things with it. So, you know, if you want more information on the listing club, you can go to More and More and look under listing club, or just simply give me a call. And I'll be more than happy to share with you. The cost is $179 a month, and you get to do the first one for free to see what you think about it. Melvin Burrell.
Hey, I'm here.
What's up?
Great job. Great job, Dave. I wish when I met you 35 years ago, when I first got my license, that you would go over this, do this training. I would be a gazillionaire right now.
All of us would, you know. And that's so, you know what, that's so crazy, because when I get new agents and I tell them the first thing you gotta do is start working in your database, most of them don't do it. If they only knew, you know, the importance of this. And I try and stress it all the time. It's like one of the things I tell them, you know, can you make a list of 100 people you know, top 100 people you know, and let's get them into a database, and let's start dripping on them and talking to them about what you're doing. But when I talked to Melvin, like I said, he got 3 loans last week from his database.
Yeah, just talking to 3 people, you know. So that was just a testimony on how you're really supposed to work your fear of influence. Probably 80 to 90% of my business. Now, I've been doing this for a while now, since we talked about this a while back, and about 90% of my business come from my database. And so it's very, very important. And I like how you broke it down. A lot of people say you need to have a database, but you broke it down in the categories that you should have in the marketing time when to send out your pieces. And I thought that was pretty good. So if they just go by that and just focus, I mean, if you're going to make big money, $500,000 or more in this business, you're going to have a big database, and you have to market to them on a regular basis.
Yep, for sure. All right. Ms. Shar, we got about 5 minutes left, and then I'll bid all of you a fond farewell. Ms. Shar Singleton. Is she multitasking? John King.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Plummer?
What's up, Big John?
Well, matter of fact, that happened to me today. I was reaching out to my database, and I reached out to my cousin. I said, hey, I was on the MLS, and I'm just checking, you know, the properties popping up, and he's in Palmdale. He said, man, I had these properties popping up. He said, oh yeah, I'm looking for, he said, any fixtures on there? I said, yeah, there's a lot of fixtures I'm looking at. He said, I said, okay, I email them all to you. And I was just randomly dialing people, calling people, you know. So, hey, but I'm just like Eric, I need to key in on this database that you've been telling me about for so long. You always hit on it, so.
Yeah, I just like my favorite subjects, because I know what it'll do for you. It's just I know the benefits of it.
Being consistent.
Yeah, it's just being consistent. Like, but that's the real estate business in a nutshell. Are you consistent? Are you committed? And are you disciplined in doing the things you're supposed to do?
Oh yeah. So hey, I'm just gonna start getting back on top of it. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's a great class. Great, man, your class is always great.
I appreciate that. Well, I put a lot of time, energy, effort, money into it. And so the goal is, you know, like I said, I never know when somebody's going to hear me for the first time. So my goal is to always bring it every time and have, you know, bring value. And that's the whole thing, you know, just bringing value and you know, obviously wanting to see people succeed in business. Is another major part of it. Miss Sarah.
Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I am excited because I have completed, well, I shouldn't say completed, but I am 90% closer to having, I guess, a complete database because I need to go in and and call everybody to email them. But yes, I have KV Core and I'm excited because it has started. So again, great information. And I just need to go in and figure it out now. I know that he trained me, but it's just a matter of time of me going in and figuring it out. And he also extended his time to show me again because he wants me to win. So yeah, I'm excited. And I'm probably going to drop I was going to drop it yesterday, but I'm going to wait my slide text to everybody. I'm going to wait a little bit, maybe after the election.
Right.
And I'll drop one. But I know that we talked about Thanksgiving and saying, hi, how's everyone? Have a good Thanksgiving. But I may do it right in between around the 15th, somewhere around there.
Right.
But great class.
Thank you,
Accountability for sure.
Appreciate. So Shar says, great info. I'm glad I tuned in. I started putting 10 people a day in my CRM. My goal is 300 inputted this month. I'm at an appointment and can't speak, but I'm tuned in. All right. So who's Carmen? You're the last one. We're gonna make it because I don't think Razor can talk. Miss Carmen.
Hello. As usual, all your training is good. I like the categories. That was what I tuned in on. And I set myself a goal to get this ball rolling on this. That's the 3 clients. I have 2 buyers and a listing right now from my warm market or database.
Well, I'll tell you, your warm
Get
market
in touch.
is your cash market. It's so much easier to work in it than it is to work every other system. And I'm big on systems. Anybody who knows, I mean, you guys all have been with me. I'm huge on methods and systems. And the number one system I always put up there is database. Well, who's your database? Who's your sphere of influence? Who's your sphere of influence? Who's your top influencers to your business? Mike Rasika, you're gonna end the show, big guy. He's in the car.
Me driving. Caught me multitasking.
Yeah, there you go. So what did you think?
That was a great presentation. You know, my database started with 5. I had 5 people. And that was what I called my network. And we had done some pretty big deals just by having 5 people in my network.
Hello, this is Sal.
I've grown that now to over 1,000, and it has served me well. So everything that you said, David, is so true. I'd rather talk to people that I know instead of talking to strangers. And
right.
They start out as strangers, and then they turn into business prospects.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. The material you covered is fascinating.
Yeah, I am.
And it actually becomes fun because it's like, oh, now I got somebody, I can add that person in. And I can spam them like everybody else.
Yeah, they can spam them, and like I said, I think I had 4 or 5 people who came onto the show today because they got my email this morning. I know Janine came on, Nakaya, Veronica, Michael Foster. They all came on because they got my email this morning that I send out every week. And so what does that tell me? They're looking at it. They're reading it. They want to know. And it works. That's what it works.
There's so many distractions out there.
Yeah.
That everybody can attest to all the different distractions. And you really need to be above the fold, front and center.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to do it for you.
Right.
Maybe you can get your assistant to handle some of it, but it's you marketing you, right?
Right. And I'm a firm believer in building my own database. I can send it out to a VA, but they don't know the people like I know the people. So when you're inputting information, you know personal things about them. I give it to a VA, she just sticks it in the system. I know where I want to put them in my computer. And so that's why I say, hey, 5 or 10 a day. Don't try and data dump 1,000 names in your phone into it, because now you're not going to ever get into it. But if I say every day I'm putting 5 or 10 names in here, and I'm going to fill them out completely, and I know when Mike's birthday is, and I know when Saeed's birthday is, and Shar, and I know when the anniversary, and I know how many kids they have, I can put all that in my notes section. And that makes for a much stronger relationship. Because when I call, I can ask, hey, how's the kids? How they doing? How's Johnny? How's soccer practice? How's his music lessons going? Because I have it right there in front of me, right? And people like talking about themselves. So all my conversations about them, right? It's always about them. If they ask about me, I don't give them much time to ask about me because I'm so interested in talking about them. But again, I contribute my 37 years of being in this business to my database, to the relationships I built, to all the people I know, to the early grinding, the first 4 or 5 years when I was grinding my butt off like nobody's business, to building a database and having all these relationships. Like I said, I have 4 or 5 people come on who saw the email this morning. And for me, that's great news because that means they're reading my email, or at least they read it this time, right? So,
well, yeah, I mean, I like to have, I used to say, I have a whiteboard above my computer, next to my computer, my desk. And I always wanted to have at least 5 deals, participating in at least 5 deals. I'm not a realtor anymore. I'm a real estate investor. But if I look at my whiteboard and I've only got 2 deals that I'm working on, I open up my database and I just start scrolling, and I'm like, who can I call to get in contact and get another deal? And I open up my database, and it's fantastic because I'll just start a conversation with someone I haven't talked to in 2 years and find out that, hey, they're looking for money, or hey, they're looking for assets. And I've got some assets that I can sell. I got some money that I can lend. And now I try to have like 20 deals on my whiteboard. And it's all 100% database driven, my business.
there it is. Trust me, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, you will save lots of money because your database is so big and so strong and so powerful, and it's referral driven. That's what it is. It's referral driven. It's repeat clients. It's future clients. It's everything you can want in that database. And all I'm saying is spend 30, 45 minutes to an hour in your database. Again, think about it this way. We're at the beginning of November. Let's just say we go through the first quarter, so we go through March of 2023. If you just add 5 to 10 names in your database during that 5-month period of time, you're looking at upwards of 700 people in your database that you personally talked to, that you personally added information in, and it's a win. That's a win. Because my magic question again for my realtors and my lenders is, hey, by the way, do you have any plans to do anything in real estate over the next 90 days that I can help you with? You plan on selling, buying, investing, renting, leasing, doing a loan. Is there anything I can help you with? Because if you help them with that one thing, now you can help them with anything else they want to do, right? And with that said, it's 1:20. Again, I want to thank everybody for being on here. I'm always enthused and energetic when I got lots of people to talk to and have a conversation with. And so, man, thanks again. You guys can reach me on moreandmorenetwork.com, or you can call me. Reach out to me, email me, text me, however you want to get in touch with me. So again, thanks a lot for everything. Have a great day. Stay dry and